What's up, guys? I'll start in a few minutes. Just let people get in. So there's two ways to join the live session. One's through YouTube, and the one that we recommend is the portal. Portal is it's just for your benefit, really. You're gonna have TradingView Pro charts. My bad, I'm just typing something. You're gonna have all the TradingView charts, the Pro, so you're gonna have multiple charts up, free of cost. You're gonna have Bloomberg. You're gonna have past live sessions on there, and the chat is being worked on. But if you do have pair requests or comments, just watch on the YouTube version and send those questions there. Alright, cool. So yeah, this week we've been traveling. We went to New York. Now we're in Chicago. We'll be back for Monday, and that's why there was no live sessions. It was just a very chaotic, erratic week. Yesterday I wanted to do one so bad because it was Wednesday, so we still had a full day of Thursday to trade, but there was a concert right behind our hotel, and man, it was loud. And all the business centers were closed at 9, so I couldn't go there. So I'm like, it's not gonna be worth it. But anyways, send in your questions, guys, pair recommendations, and yeah, and so my other laptop has the list of people in the video in the live from last time around. And so I'll pick a winner probably tomorrow morning for last week's free month of signals. So let's just wait for people to get on. If you have any questions, send them through. But been a slow week, to be honest. Not as profitable. Just because when you're on the go, the focus isn't there. You can't just you can't really micromanage like you'd want to. And so USD yen, cool. This gold long is probably the last trade I'm gonna call for this week. Tomorrow's Friday, so not taking any risks. But this setup follows the rules I trade by, and even if it's a mediocre week, I'm not gonna go against my rules. You gotta have one set of rules, and you use them every time, no matter how the week is going. Because if you keep changing your trading strategy, you're just gonna be in a circle of doom. You're always just gonna be it's gonna be profitable. You have one losing day, or maybe like a break-even week, and then you try changing it again. Just stick to one thing. To do the Euro, USD, Yen. Like I said, if you guys are watching this on the portal, head over to YouTube to send the recommendations for pairs. The chat on our portal is a work in progress. We're just tweaking some things. We're deciding on if we want people to be anonymous or if the user will show, etc. But at least we have a portal working, and most of the people are onboarded. It's great. But a lot of the setups I called on Monday's live, I didn't even call as a signal. But for people that caught it, hats off to you. Your Aussie longs, GJ shorts, gold shorts. So this is why you got to tune into the live. Not every signal is going to be called through Telegram. Sometimes I'm just going to give you a probable situation, and if it plays out, then you're going to make free pips. But let me get this started. While I go on, if you have any friends or family or any social media platforms where you share your trade ideas, send a live link through so you can get people on there. And the trading room is free until the 31st, so you have about 20-ish days to make use of it. So get in it. It's a great value. I mean, there's not much out there. We're probably one of the only few companies that have live sessions, form of education, signals, and managed programs. So be sure to get in there, get your money's worth. It's 4 a.m. in South Africa now. My bad. But starting Monday, 11 a.m. Eastern, we're gonna get back to how we were before. Anyways, let's get started. Before I do pair requests, I just wanted to explain gold, why I took longs. Whether this is a winner or a loser, it's gonna be the last trade of the week. But we had USD fundamentals this week. Most notably, Powell was saying there's gonna be a rate cut. When we had the June NFP, numbers were looking pretty good. I believe they added like 225k jobs or whatever it may be. So it was looking like, hey, maybe we can put off on the rate cuts, but it's not looking like that anymore. There will be rate cuts, pretty much. It's confirmed. So we had this USD tumble. Almost every major gained on the USD, and now we're kind of cooling off a bit, doing our retrace. So gold came up to our level of 1424. We've been speaking about it since I started these live sessions. Just looking to the left, we see it's a key resistance, at least on the hourly, trading ranges. So what we had was we have this outside descending trend line, and we had a bounce off that resistance. Price could not go any higher, even though fundamentals was indicating a weaker USD. Many analysts were thinking of 1440s for gold, somewhere in this area, but gold came back. I believe the dollar index recovered. So and that's because we had positive CPI. I wrote and core CPI. So CPI is consumer price index. It's how much people pay for products and services. I literally wrote a blog post yesterday on why interest rates matter to currencies. And inflation is one of the big determinant factors to whether a country's going to cut rates or decrease them. In just to keep it brief, inflation is good in moderate amounts. Too much is bad, right? And inflation is just the increasing price of goods over time. So CPI is one of those things that central banks look at to monitor inflation. And so since we had an increase in the price that consumers are paying for products, it increases inflation, right? And what that does is it's basically telling us that the economy is currently thriving. It's in normal and suitable and optimistic bounds. Okay, so it's nothing too wild. So that's why we had some strength earlier. But getting back to the setup, we had a nice bounce off support at 1401. Wherever your line is, it could be 1400. A nice psychological level. Nice reaction. If we zoom in, we can see just fat bearish candles. Very no wick action. Perfect. We're right at entry right now. It might stall, but that's what I was seeing. Looking to the left, price came out of its way when the monetary policy released. Price came out of its way to wick all the way down here, And this level we plotted a month and a half ago. So it shows us the significance. And just looking to the left. When we were here, we always made a bull run to at least 1424, our resistance. Looking to the left here, sometimes we go higher, but the reason why we're stopping there is now there's two technical confluences. Our descending trend line comes right around here, meets the resistance at this area, so it's perfect confluence. So that's gold. Any recommendations, send them in now. If not, we're going to go to USD Yen. Oh, USD Yen. This pair, we finally won on shorts. Okay, thank God someone says, because there's a nice entry, actually. And it goes within lines of, this was our USD Yen longs. Yeah, 40 pips, got knocked out of entry, partials. Anyways, this is good. So pop into the 4 hours so we can get a good idea of things. So this is our support zone. We drew it since June, and we've closed below it, flirted around a level of 107.334, rallied, making higher highs, higher lows, higher highs. We did get a break of this trend line right here, this ascending trend line, and what price did was it actually came back within the trend line. And usually I would go long if price tries to break a trend line, and when it comes for the retest, it closes with inside the let me remove this, inside the trend line. It's usually good confluence that the uptrend is still there, not enough sellers, but you want to wait for a retest. So when price came up here, you wanted a retest and then a bullish reaction to go long. We didn't get that. Price is just surging back down. And so what you want to see is, this is great for shorts because it's basically a break, retest of this trend line, rejection. And so what you want to see is we might, it's 10:11. So on the hourly at 11 o'clock, if we close below 108.336, just looking to the left, it was an area where we were capped off for about a month. Basically all of June, we were just capped off at this level. If we get a close below, we can have a nice short. A nice short to somewhere down here to 107.334. Plotting the risk to rewards, you'll see why it's worth your time. Something like this, right around the recent high we made, and to here, 3.18. And this is perfect because USD and gold are inverses. So if USD is going down, gold is supposed to go up. So since we're getting, USD shorts, possible shorts, and possible gold longs, it's just additive confluence. So that's great. Let me know if you guys can hear me, if you want me to slow it down, repeat things. But I'm just going to stop for a bit so you guys can take down the levels. USD, if today was Tuesday, I'd probably call the signal right now. But tomorrow's Friday, and people have different opinions on whether you should hold trades over the weekend. Right now, with the instability in the global markets, I wouldn't. I think earlier this morning, Great Britain seized Iran tankers. And China and U.S. trade war negotiations are still ongoing, and you can always have a development over the weekend. So just be wary of that. But yeah, USD Yen, we could have shorts. Watch out for this, especially because the overall trend, again, the trend is your friend, as cliche as that sounds. The overall trend, usually just span out. This is our descending trend line. This is from the weekly, this descending triangle. And just looking since April, we're just making higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. We did make a higher high, higher than the last lower high, so it could indicate a trend shift, but that's not always the case, because I could show you an example like right here. So this example right here, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, and then we get this high right here is higher than this lower high. People are like, oh, it's time to long, but then we just had a nice follow. So that's why you gotta watch out for trend line breaks, resistance, fundamentals, all of that. You don't buy at every support, you don't sell at every resistance. You gotta make sure there's a bunch of things telling you. So right here, we could have a nice short opportunity. But yeah, you can hear me. Cool. This week, let me go over Euro Aussie. I believe I called So on Monday, someone asked Euro Aussie. I gave this setup right here. I did not call it in the Telegram. That's why it's key. tune into the live sessions. You'll learn how to trade. You'll get some nice gems. Because some of these setups, like I said, I usually use arrows to show retest and what you need to happen before you enter. And this week was busy, outside of the country, so I couldn't be in front of the charts to monitor each move. But whoever asked Euro Aussie and what I thought, and I indicated along, indicating right here, you got about just short of 1,100 pips. So that's great. But right now, if you're looking at Euro Aussie, man, it's looking like shorts. We're coming back into the range between 1.60404 to 1.61374. Just looking to the left, this little range right here. Price is going to have incentive to go there. Let me remove this since we're done with the longs. If you're looking for entry, I believe, actually you did not miss it. So if it were me, I would have entered right here. I'll show you. It's like beating a dead horse, but for people that are new. So this is a significant level, right? Broke above it, came up, retested it, doji, and we never really rejected it until now, until this candle right here. Fat bearish candle, no wick to the bottom, and now we're printing a hanging man. Some people call it hanging man, shooting star. I like to call it a teardrop candle. So I would enter somewhere here. And what's good about this is we closed below the 200 EMA, 50 EMA. So it looks like we're gonna continue our downtrend, at least on the hourly. Just plot the trend line. If you're looking to, if you're looking for stops, trend lines help with that. So if you're gonna enter here, your stops would be like this. This is a beautiful 2.27 risk to reward trade. Confluence. This is our key level. If we break it, we might be going back long up to 1.62263. If price does retrace and it has this trend line as something as like a guard, if it hits this trend line, it could fall back down. So this is perfect. If you're interested in your Aussie, if you're watching again, you might want to get out of your longs if you haven't already. Shorts are a go, but it depends. Tomorrow's Friday, so if you like holding trades, then by all means. Euro USD. Euro USD is such a heartbreaker. Both fundamentals, the USD is indicating weakness. The Euro, geopolitical tensions. So, but pretty. See, look, these levels are beautiful. If you don't have these levels, please go to my first session, second session, third session, and get these levels down. This is the first time I'm looking at this, and probably since Monday. And the reaction to this ascending trend line, to this key level is just beautiful. Easy pips. Once you understand this way of trading, this naked form of trading with, I guess it's a variation. You can trade off your phone, off your iPad, because you won't need to be worried about 50 different indicators or, your EA or whatever you use for trading. But yeah, we had a nice bounce off 1.182. And in June, I believe sometime, where was it? I guess here, I did say that, Euro USD has to reach 1.1100. It hasn't done so in quite a while, and because it's bumping off this resistance, it was time to go there. So we paid a visit and bounced off, and once Powell said that we're gonna cut rates, Euro gained on the USD, and it was capped by resistance at 1.1400, 1.14 thousand. My bad. And that's just because although the USD is going to be weak for quarter 3, quarter 4, Euro is in no better position. They're doing a lot of quantitative easing. A lot of economists saying there's an impending recession. So that's why Euro didn't make any run past higher than its resistance. So what happened was price came back down. This is when the CPI came out. So USD got some strength. We printed a hammer off this ascending trend line. Printed a nice fat and very fat bullish candle with very till no wick at the bottom. And now it looks like we're going to go up. Just to show you where we might go. Get out the arrows, the good old arrows. They just help you visualize, what you can see happening with price. Where is this goddamn arrow? Okay, right here. So from here, we could see a retest of 1.3300. Just looking to the left, it was resistance here, resistance here. Let's pan out resistance here, and that support at one time. So it's key zone. So if you're looking to enter long, the entry's gone, because from here to here, the risk reward's terrible. I mean, your stop would have to be somewhere below this ascending trend line, because price could easily come here and then bounce back up, and you're gonna get stopped out and miss out on the trade. So the entry for longs is gone. For Sunday and Monday, we will look for intraday shorts off this level when we get there, and if we do get there. But that's what I'm seeing. We could, go and just fill out this ascending channel we kind of have right here and just get a tap there. Like we did from here, here, here to here. It all depends. Tomorrow, I believe we have fundamentals for the USD. Okay, PPI. And that's about it. We had government Carney speak. So yeah, that's about it. Yeah, so we might actually see this move play out tomorrow, right to this level, if the forecasts are correct. It's looking like it's either going to be the same. So that would go in line with the rate cut, optimism. So we might see Euro rally to 1.3300. Keep that in mind. So next up, any other pairs, let me know. If not, I'm just going to go through some GJ. But yeah, next week, guys, we'll have some good trades. And, I'm not going to be entering and exiting like I did this week. Yesterday, right at this point, if I go to the hourly, I'll show you, I was seeing shorts for the pound yen right at this candle. I call it shorts. It was actually full. It kind of just squeezed back in, and I said, get out, because Carney was speaking at 3 a.m. Eastern, so London, and I'm like, it's not worth the risk, right? And the other thing was, it was a support, and since price squeezed back up, printed a nice hammer, I was like, it's not worth the risk. So again, the key levels, major key, that's what they're called, key levels. So if anyone that got out of the shorts yesterday and you saw this hammer printed and this nice bearish candle print, and then you waited for the retest, so we had a nice retest, rejection off this zone, you would have a nice long, and just now reacting to resistance right here. Beautiful price action at 136 resistance. We could have a nice short. The yen is still strong. That's why, the USD hasn't made any real gains. Aussie hasn't made any real gains. The pound yen hasn't made any real gains. I mean, we've been stuck in this consolidation range all month, since the start of July. And it's not looking like we're going to leave anytime soon. So if you're looking for a really nice short, I mean, the risk to reward is just ridiculous right here. I mean, it doesn't get much better than that. 2.43. I mean, if you enter the short right now, the most you're going to lose is 28 pips. So I just might. Seriously. A small lot. So if we are at entry or, in some draw, then I can close out before Friday's close. How do I use my take profit levels? I believe I got a comment about that. I just look. So once I have the overall trade set up down, okay, I see shorts. What are my take profit levels? Well, my first one is going to be 135,697. So about 16 pips away. It wouldn't be since we got a bad entry, first take profit's going to be there. But that might not be the case. I just might watch price action at that area on the lower time frame. But ideally, our first take profit is going to be right here. Right here. A lot of activity at 135,490. Just a lot. Support. So this is where our first actual take profit level will be. So 135,500. 35 pips away. That'd be where my first take profit would be. My final one would be at this key level, 135,200. So 30 pip increments basically, and so you have 65 pip profit, 28 pip stop loss. Pretty good. Another confluence. This higher high, we did not clear it, so it's looking good. Some sellers definitely there. So GJ, I'm probably going to answer that. If you want to, go ahead. The most you're going to lose is negative 28 pips. But that's GJ. I do apologize for the lack of live sessions this week and just the constant changing. We like to set a standard at Forex Lens, but we had to be out of the country this week, meeting a few clients for some prospective collabs. And this is all for you guys. We're not branching out to different businesses. It's all about Forex. We're keeping the main thing. So I think that'll conclude today's live session. Other than, a few disclosures. It's not financial, advice per se. I'm not telling you to enter every trade I discussed here. This is just education. What I see. If I, plot a trade on the charts, I'm going to enter it myself. It's only fair, right? It's transparent. I'll have a pip count tomorrow for this week. I believe we'll probably be at 50-ish pips. It wasn't exciting, but profits are profits. If you haven't signed up for the trading room, here's how you do it. I know there's some confusion. So head over to this link first, forexlens.com/trading-room/ and just click apply for full access. It's free. So just submit this form with all your details. And then after you submit this form, you're going to get an email within the next 5 or so minutes. Make sure you check your spam folder. It's going to have login credentials. They're different than the login credentials you use to log in here. Those login credentials for the trading room / the portal, you use them here at forexlens.com/portal. When you get here, you're going to enter the exact login credentials as the email, and you'll be given access to the portal. And go ahead, enter it, get used to it, play around with the features. For people that are on free, just free, not paid, you will even have access to our current paid signals. I believe they cover the day or the latest 36 hours sent out by all the providers, so including me and everyone else. Blitz, Bloom, Adam, Bravo. We got a bunch of solid guys in there, and that gives different types of setups, intraday, swings, scalp even. So go ahead, you can even back test those trades, see how they did. We've also opened a trial Forex Lens group on Telegram for people who are kind of on the edge of, becoming a paid member, or, just want to get experience. We're going to be forwarding a lot of our providers' trades there. So I know a lot of people said, I have to be consistently logged onto the portal to get the signals. It'd be convenient if I could get it via Telegram. Obviously, the paid members get that benefit, but we felt, it's not fair, right? If you guys want the full experience, we'll make a group on Telegram where you guys could get some of the best trades from us. They'll be vetted by me and our analyst team, and so it's going to be a lot of quality setups. I'll post the link probably in the Forex Lens free analysis group, so you guys can join there. That's pretty much it. It is a weekend, so I'll probably do some chart work. I feel so bad for such a terrible week, so I'm gonna put some nice chart work. But we had some good plays. This play annoyed me. NSDCHF, Price action was indicating a beautiful short. GBP AUD, we made around 45 pips. Closed partial, stopped out at entry. CAD CHF, same thing, around 30 pips. And I think we got stopped out at partials. EJ, same thing. So a lot of like 30, 40 pip movements, and then just partials, getting stopped out at entry. But maybe next week we'll have some more opportunities. But yeah, Euro NSD is coming back after the retrace. So maybe next week we can enter again. But the overall bias is short. But enough rambling. I hope you guys enjoyed this session. Once again, I apologize for this week. But starting Monday, it's back to the old routine. And we'll have a nice week then. But if you have any questions regarding the trading room, any of our services, please don't feel shy. Send the questions in at support@forexlens.com, and we'll get back to you. So that is it. Tomorrow's Friday. If you don't need to trade, don't do it. Enjoy your Friday. Enjoy your weekend. I'll have some chart work for you guys Sunday. So happy trading, guys. Peace, and I will see you Monday.